I think some Malaysian developers, I think along when they approach you guys, bear with me a bit, guys. They tend to sell you the good dreams. Okay, so significantly somehow that moment itself you are being 10 and then you place a booking already. By the time you know it, things are start to run. Everything SPA signing, stamp, everything, right? So eventually you find, hey, shit, man. What I buy is probably the easiest, lowest entry itself. But however, it cannot get you exit plan. I call it exit plan, right? I think Sean, what you're concerned more in exit plan, right? So the question just now I answer you is relatable as well because you asked the first question. That first question itself is relatable to the so-called when I can start to sell, right? So which I mentioned to you after the TOP or CCC, which is pretty much this project itself is about 2030 first unit itself start to hand over. Okay. To answer you, so if you happen to, okay, today come, we do a role play more significantly rather than I give you a dreamy part, I give you a significant facts. Today, Sean, you buy a Type A. Type A, you already know starting price a little bit kurang about what kind of price, right? Just now I tell you for 500 over 1,000 ringgit. So if you want to sell it, then upon open market, then if you find a ready buyer who love your unit itself, your facing, your direction, everything, blah, 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 because you're going to see the physical, right? Rather than now I'm selling you ideas, concept, and dream, right? So when by that moment, if you sell to me, Nathan, my last price is 600, you want to take it, or you want to ask me to help me to touch up a bit for you, you know, like free gift, and I sponsor you TV lah, blah blah blah. So far 600, you take it or leave it. Then if I like it, it's so much, I have fond of it, then I take it. That's it, simple. No so-called concern of it.
The buyer can be anybody.
Okay, come to your third question, Buyer can be anybody, except foreigner. Why? Okay, because remember just now I answered this lady, the foreigner threshold. The foreigner threshold that in Malaysia we managed to obtain is that foreigner threshold is the 400,000. Meaning say your entry to purchase from developer as low as 400,000. But however, now your question is, Sean, is that you're asking if you want to secondary market completed. I call it sub-sales lah. Sub-sales, then you must go back to 1 million basis, which is 1 million is a federal guideline. So come to here, in general, when I approach my international buyer, I usually say that, Mr. So-and-so, unless you have anticipate what you have foreseen in the future, what you plan to do for this development, or this project itself, or this investment, or else I'll suggest you, then pretty much you can look for 600 over 1,000 to 700,000 unit available. As these prices, when they eventually capital appreciation, it will be much more nearer to 1 million, then you can sell to foreigner. If your intention to sell to sub-sales for foreigner only, Sean, I not, because the market is open, you can sell to the local players, like local buyer like me as well. So in general, I don't have restriction that you must sell back to the foreigner. Some projects have this kind of so-called clauses or terms and conditions, which I'm glad you highlighted much more earlier, because not a lot of investors tend to ask this pertinent question, which makes sense. Sean, have I answered you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So recap, local buyer anytime, international buyer, there is a threshold of 1 million.
For sub-sales.
Yeah.
Yes. For entry, like what I just mentioned, is 400. So you can find you can just simply, just easy, just easy, you just simply find a unit the cheapest, like just now, and then I go all the way lowest, the partly furnished. Sorry. Tower A, you find the type A cheapest unit. 522 is the cheapest, if I'm not mistaken. Ringgit Malaysia, we're talking Ringgit Malaysia, 522. Then you can get this unit. But however, as we know, minus all eventually the rebate, blah blah blah, then you expect the project elevate, okay, 100,000 to 200,000, then you earn a bit of profit, right? So I put at 750, 750, based on my forecast, my own thinking. Then, like what Sean mentioned, put that as a scenario for sub-sales, right? Then if Sean want to, I want to sell to Nathan is a foreigner, then foreigner, Nathan like me cannot swallow because it's 1 million. But if Nathan today itself is a typical Malaysian, don't care lah, I just buy from you, Sean, no problem. Okay?